With the Faculty of Arts in many activities, particularly in the reform and development activities. That's why his contribution is continually in the care of our academics and also particularly our probationary staff. Sir, you know that I firmly tell you, in the University of Jaffna, his contribution in each and every aspect, without his involvement and contribution, there is no place. He served as a dean of the faculties, particularly engineering and particularly technology and science, and the director of the quality assurance of the University of Jaffna, the chairman of the curriculum evaluation committee, chairman of the research committee, chairman of the Colrim committee. This is also one of the quality entity, and also chairman of the honorable degree committee, and also chairman of the web and IT committee, and many, many more. So with this capacity, he is a very talented and appropriate person to deliver this topic. I think here he will deliver his topic on dual role. I think he is a top level administrator of this university or decision maker of this university. The second role is he is a very potential person or expert in the knowledge of the commission circulars published by the UGC. So we all have gathered here virtual environment to listen our professor, our vice chancellor speech. Before I conclude this one, so I make aware of you, particularly in the Faculty of Arts. So you know that we have 150 lecturers in our faculty right now. Out of 150, 29%, almost 29% of your probationary staff, that is 43 numbers. It is almost 1/3. So you are very big role.
Confirmation.
Yeah, so this number, out of 43, 23 of you, you all know, 23 of you were recruited under his regime. You all know very well him. And now he is taking number of steps to promote your quality as well as. But one of the sad news, not that is unhappy news, we have only the 28% of the staff have PhD qualification. So compared to the other faculty, we are a little bit behind. Even though some of the lecturers are still almost about to complete their PhD. Anyhow, we have to, you are the probationary staff. So we recruit you for to shape or train for the purpose of the department and also faculty. So that's why some of the departments doesn't want to make it as a specialization. So, but you also have to have some of the specialization for your postgraduate studies. That is our purpose. That's why recently our Vice Chancellor introduced some of the steps, taken some of the action to promote your quality. So on this aspect, so we are having today, so one of the information session organized by our probationary staff, representative Faculty of Arts, Mr. Pradina. I think I want to appreciate his effort because he already continues doing such kind of informative session for the information of the probationary staff, not only the Faculty of Arts, even though it's there are benefit for other faculties also, faculty probationary staff also. So here, today we are going to discuss the circulars, particularly the confirmation and promotion. I think the circulars are very, very clearly says what we had to do or what you had to do for your confirmation and promotion. All the circulars are based on 721 and 991 based on the 919. There are some amendment frequently up to June 2, but up to June 2, there is last week also there is very small amendment came to the circular. However, the main part is remain same. Only that in 2015 there are some kind of amendment was made, that is a 1-year masters or something like that. But most of our lecturers are okay, but on some of them are something they have after recruiting that as a lecturer, they completed, or they about to complete that their master's degree, what they do with this qualification, they can eligible for confirmation, promotion or not. That is some of the confusion among the lecturers. And also some of the 1 year masters, they wanted to know whether it is eligible for confirmation, promotion. And also there is some of the staff from our RFA, they don't have research master's degree. That's why there are another circular also available for them specially. And also there are some of the staff, they did their master through the virtual environment, online, distance mode, offshore mode, like that. So these are some of the confusion among our probationary staff. I think today he will clear all these queries among you. I think the Pradinath chose the right person, the right time to this information session. I think I mostly welcome our professor to take over.
Thank you. Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. So our job also Guru job. So in Sinhala they say Guru hai. Macharya. So Tamil they say Perasiriyar, Virivuriyalar, Shrestha Virivuriyalar engala ungalukku titles therapadum. So what is Guru? It's the one who is supposed to have a very sound authority of the subject. It's called Guru. It's not make-up Gurus. Then you have problems. So university's place is like a apex institution in the educational ladder. It's like a Himalayas. You know, people live in this university supposed to be like people living in the Himalayas. Big terrain. So they are worshipable, reverence. So that quality we expect. So UGC come and write circulars. You know, sometimes they become very political and things like that happen in Sri Lanka. But if you look at the university culture, all over the world, there is no such probationary thing in the world. The people are recruited in all over the world with a proven evidence. Not like first degrees. And here, so much of inbreeding in Sri Lanka. Jaffna University lecturers are, more of them are Jaffna University graduates. In Kelaniya University lecturers are Kelaniya graduates. Colombo graduates. So this is a scenario. That means so much of petting and buffling going on. So here, when you are thinking about independent learning center, UGC circulars are in one side. Another side is we want to develop a top. We want to have, even you will one day administer this place, and so you would like to have one of the best talents are groomed here in this place. So that won't happen automatically. So I go one by one. So when you say probation, everyone is in this world probation. Actually, I used to say in this world is a open prison because I am in this place, Tinnaveli. If I walk along the north direction, if I move after moving 25,000 or 30,000 kilometers, I will end up with again in Tinnaveli because this place is a sphere. So it's a circular place. Similarly, if I go vertically, after 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, there is no oxygen for me to breathe. So I had to come back. So this place is very sort of open prison, but no fences, no parapet walls, but no one can escape. So in this place also we come for probation. The probation means, you know what I mean, it's a negative sense, this word earlier. Because those who come for changing a good behavior, that's a probation. Center for, even the prison is a place where the probation. So I think it's not that sense for our lecturers. For lecturers, you are recruited with the first degree. very minute difference. Actually, when you have your cohort in the special degree, at least 25, 30 students study, and you come in, they go out. But there's no much difference. Only the GPA, some 0.3 or you get 3.7, somebody 3.6 go out. So that means very minute difference. So with that minute difference, you are recruited and you are going to stay till age 65. So you have to show that justify your recruitment, your entry into the teaching, this decorating the university academia. So that is a big thing. I think it's a big responsibility. That's what the heads and deans has to take a big role in shaping the future of the probations. So juniors. So juniors become a dean. Here, a lot of politics there. Some of the dean may not be aware of what is going on. And then heads also now, time to time, people change. By the time they get mature to know, due to stress and other things, they leave the job. So maybe other heads come. So this UGC also keep on changing. There is no permanent people in the UGC. Every 5 years they get changed. And council every 3 years they get changed. So who administers this? Only the AR and SAR and DR at least know the subject. Even some of the DR also, when some vice chancellor come, they put them into the corner and put somebody convenient to them. So this is a scenario. So who take a responsibility for this confirmation promotion? That's where the confusion comes. Time to time, variation happens because no permanent body there to administer this. But now I have come, everyone is getting frightened. So this man is maybe tough and want to know exactly what's going to happen because I have been here 40 years. I have been involved in the administration. I know. So when I was an undergrad, I never read this student handbook. But it's even yesterday I was tell Badrinath, and what is your name? Pradeep Nath. Badrinath is Lord Shiva's name. Pradeep Nath. I was telling him, I never read this regulation. What is a past requirement? What is this degree requirements? What is the revert requirements? I never bothered. Only I'm a vice chancellor. I am reading this. Because I had to declare somebody passed, somebody failed, somebody referred, somebody batched up, somebody first class. When I was a student, I never bothered because I never wanted to fail or know the regulation for these kind of things. So only focus in coming into excellence. So here, your probationers, why you are wondering about these circulars? Because you are given 8 years, go with the PhD and come. That is a minimum requirement you need. Minimum, I say. Otherwise, you are not can't be an academic. So now you are in a sort of survival situation. So, say for example, management, you come with MBA, MBA, and stay as a lecturer forever. The same MBA with a lot of people in the road. So, what is the difference? I said this place should be like a Himalayas, like Everest. No one should be able to come that side. It shouldn't be untouchables. You should be like elite groups. So eliteness, how it comes. So what I would say is for any academic, you should get a PhD. If I am in the UGC, I will insist this. I will get or not, it's my problem. The same thing in Peradeniya Science Faculty. When the Professor Vikramasinghe was there as a dean, he said during his dean period, he is not going to promote anybody unless they have PhDs. Because the circulars are minimum requirements. So what the dean set and what the faculty said is another thing. Because you are setting your own standard. For example, the academic curriculum, you are setting the standard. No, what is the requirement for somebody to pass? And you are setting a standard English, C. In engineering, they set a standard. Every subject, there is no way of going below 50. So these sort of things, you have a freedom to set those standards. So UG circular says minimum requirements. So this is a minimum requirement you need to conform. Otherwise, you are violating. But still, our council and the university can do this whatever they like. That's another thing. What I am telling. For example, in other universities in the world, when we come to the promotion and recruitment and confirmation, it's left to those universities, because time to time, when they are desperate to maintain the standard, they do. Okay, now let me go to the presentation slide. Today I was a little bit upset because I put all in the phone. I lost my phone. My phone, somebody I picked it and it says out of off. So I'm a bit, very anxious for searching that for half an hour, and after coming here. So now let me go with the some sort of slide presentation. This is a background. Outset, I said this junior lecturers, you should aim for PhD. Otherwise, you should leave the job and go. It's not the place for finding employment. It's a place, I said it's a place where the rishis and the gurus and Guruvarak and Mahacharyas place, right? So this place, one day you should get that echelon. For that, you have to have this thing going. But doesn't matter. It depends on the situation, and there are financial grant and constraints are there. The COVID situation and everything is there. I'll come back to the minimum requirement and explain this. So the provision of Act, this is 1972, where the University Act came. So the University of Ceylon and University of become other universities. So Peradeniya and Colombo, Kelaniya, Vidyodhara, Vidyalangara, even Jaffna also came under this act in 74. So 72 Act, the universities all formulated, various universities. So 78, J.R. Jayawardena amended so many things like faculty unions, and this vice chancellor is appointed by the president. The presidency come, everyone knows in the history, 1971, 77 only the executive president came. The first one is Junior Richard Jayawardena, right? So after he became a president, he introduced the law. So president appointed the vice chancellor. Otherwise, my time, even the student had a vote to decide the vice chancellor. Only university court decide the vice chancellor. Only university decide the vice chancellor. Only after JR came only, he put the president. So at least you should know this. So now the president mercy, the vice chancellor crap come, then everything goes down, right? So this, when in Open University, now they send 3 names, but the president said no, get it back. Return and revoke and get it back. So 1978, things again set. After 1975, there is an amendment in 85, but not much. Not much. Because why? I'll tell you, in the Act, if you look at the Act is a small book and no interpretation. So even if you see what is the definition for faculty in the Act, there is no such definition. Say academic staff, only the compulsion it says. There is no definition, because people believe there shouldn't be much detailed control over the academia. Because academia, I told you, it's like a people in the Himalayas, in the big terrain. So they don't want to detect terms. So they left everything open. So you decide according to the tradition and things. So Act is a very small document. If you look for many details, it won't be there. So every permanent staff, whoever recruited, even professors, senior lecturer, everybody, for a period of 3 years probation. So in the period of 3 years, we can send them home without any reason. If we don't satisfy anybody, even professor. Even one senior lecturer has been home now in the economics. I had a big procedure followed, but we could have sent this. Similarly, but whoever joined from other universities, the period is already confirmed lecturers. So their period of probation is 1 year. Even the professor coming from another university coming here, 1 year. So 1 year you can observe. If he doesn't fit your place, if he create problems, so the vice chancellor with the council thing, we can stop him. So here you understand for this probationary period till you get confirmed, you are under the tenure position. Tenure means every year your probationary period is get extended. So get extended means every year your head and dean has to send a recommendation to us. You are progressing well. So people in the junior place who have joined the program with the first degree, what you should do is you should be able to convince us that you have been continuously trying to get your postgraduate qualification. If you are on dormant stage for 2-3 years, that means you should your probationary period may not be get extended. But this doesn't happen here because you are good at going around the heads and make them happy, and they are happy with you, and things like that happening. I haven't seen any probationary lecturer sacked concerning the probationary period, unless only they are terminated according to the circular when the 8 years come. Before that, nothing happened. But in the United States, they even sack the professor if they think their inefficiency or the progress is not made for a couple of years continuously, then they terminate them. Here, no such evaluation is there. So you are lucky people. Automatic promotion goes up to 65 years. Okay, this is a probationary period. So 3 years and 1 year. But probationary period, it may be get extended up to 5 years. By that time, you get into degree program. So 8 years now. It's actually 8 years. Okay, next slide, please. So what are the requirement for confirmation means the probationary period after 3 years you may get confirmed. So now according to the induction program you had to furnish, man, you shouldn't be having a good report about your conduct and performance, your work you are carrying out. Then of course you got to have your relevant postgraduate qualification. So whatever the language proficiency, earning, relevant increment, etc. So that is not there. Relevant postgraduate qualification and induction, and your report coming from the head and the dean should be good. So don't go confrontation with the deans and head. And deans and head, one day you will be deans and head. So when you are every year your probationary period get extended. For that purpose, you don't need to apply. But when you think you are ready to be confirmed for your post, then you should apply, make application. Then next slide, please. So this is for senior lecturer grade 2. That's not a problem. Yeah, go to next slide. Yeah, procedure to be followed. So initiative for seeking confirmation and promotion should be taken by the individual staff members. So you should apply. But how do you apply? Here you sometimes get a letter like a 1 paragraph. Come on, it's a big thing. So when I make an application for a promotion and confirmation, actually you should annex your updated curriculum vitae. You should annex. And also you should annex your portfolio. Your portfolio means what I've been doing last 3 years or 5 years or 7 years as academic. What are the courses you have been doing? What are the student feedback you are getting? What are the kind of recommendations you got from it? What are the committees you work? And what are the extra work you have done for the institutional development? So if you look at the promotion circular, so professor, it's nicely said, because as an academic, what is expected from you is primarily teaching, research, and community engagement. These are 3 things. So it's a university, it's a training center. University is a research center. University is a cultural center. So these 3 parts you have to play a role. If you come at 9 o'clock with a handbag and leave at 4 o'clock, then nothing happens. Then you become lazy and you put overweight and you become very sluggish. That's what most of the people in the campus, I know most of the people can't walk smartly. Even you go to military camp and then some other schools, some of the St. Thomas and all these places, people are very smart. They with the high heels and, briefcase gentlemen, and they go and they work. They are very dynamic. They walk very fast. Here, very slow. Our people, if they sit in the senior command room, it takes hours to stand up. They just lie. Maybe they need a bed. They are slow people in Jaffna University, I see. I am going to retire. I'm just 60 years old, but we move fast because I see slow people, because the problem is people don't contribute enough for the knowledge training. Then other one is research and cultural center. That means community engagement. Now we are doing some of the 3 or 4 lecturers in the medical faculty. They are doing a lot of work for the PCR every day with a sacrifice. And a team of MLTs and big people, day and night, they are working. So that kind of social engagement should be there. Okay. So what I'm saying is, when you apply for confirmation and promotion, you should not only just you met your MPhil and Sriyavathanapura and this Peradenia. No. You have to show that you are worth of confirming. So governing authority. Because the governing authority, you see, there are 6 or 7 people come for the selection board to check your confirmation, this confirmation barriers are met. Confirmation, you are worth of confirmation. There are 6 people come. So if the thing is only a MPhil, 2 years MPhil and PhDs and 18 months plus credit, even SAR can do. Why you need 6 people there? And 6 people are very heavyweights. So why should they come if you think automatic? Why don't you do it in the senior command room? This confirmation. You think you have your degree? So please confirm, please. You don't need to do that. Why you need 6 people for this? Okay, write a recommendation. You apply. You attach your postgraduate certificate. Okay, verified. So why do you need 6 people there? It's a waste of time, and we are paying money for them also. Okay, look at the 6 people. They are looking at the channeling your confirmation application through those things. Look at the 6 people. Yeah, Vice Chancellor, wasting your time. Whether somebody has a MPhil. Okay, somebody can check it, no? Even Anisha Miss can, Swanesh Miss can check that, no? Then the Dean of the Faculty, head of the department, 1 nominee from the Senate, 2 nominees from the Council. Come and just to see you have MBA. Rajaratta. So why do the 6 people? Just understand, probationers. Yeah. Pradyumna, why do you need these 6 people? Why don't you do it? Why 1 man is enough and 1 SAR enough? And let the document come to council. The council meeting, we can just push it like this. So before confirmation, we should see this guy worth confirming. Otherwise, we should send him home, because probably people can be sent home. It's nothing happening here in this place. That's what this place has become so bad. One day it may happen. It may happen in other countries. In Singapore and US, there's no way. If you should have every lecturer, they should produce 3 years roadmap. 3 years roadmap. Every year you have to produce that. If you don't reach your destination according to the map, then you should justify or go home, or you should be compulsory retired, or they put in the ground floor somewhere in the corner. Okay. So selection will be okay. Vice Chancellor date, don't worry. Okay. Selection committee will look at the council, make a recommendation. Now, a girl actually asked for the confirmation. And the funny thing is, okay, let me tell you all people, actually confirmation can be done in 3 years. But normally confirmation and senior lecturer are done together. That's the way happening. And some people, they ask for by 3 years time, they get their requirements, they are right for confirmation also. Nowadays, it's happening particularly in the management faculty. They get the MBA very quickly. Even before, after first degree, they go for MBA. And even when they get recruited, they have MBA. So they only wait for 3 years like waiting for the bus in the bus station. And then they get into confirmation. Right? The confirmation, the scale is different. But in science faculty and other medical faculty, normally senior lecturer and confirmation done together. So confirmation is actually from your date of appointments. So confirmation, the selection board and this senior lecturer selection board, same. So recently there was a girl from the Christianity department. Okay, lady, I want to campaign. So selection board met and I went through the reports. So report was concerned about leave and all these, certain work norms related things. So then the selection board referred those matters to the council and look at those things, and then they appointed a couple of people. You Sudhar there, no? Sudhar and a couple of people to visit there and see whether these things are, the norms are really adhered or some sort of issues are there. So this problem can come. Similarly, in the medical faculty also recently there were issues. So selection board, I have seen the report, because normally we get the report from the heads and the dean. So the reports are given due consideration. Some people write the report just looking at the file from the previous report and they send again the same thing. But the applicant they write the same thing. This guy appointed this date, this guy got the MPhil this date, and this guy has been doing this and this thing, and few sentimental thing, and they finish it off with one paragraph. Then I normally return this. Come on, you should write. Then I send a model report. I get it from some engineering faculty, some Dr. Viknaraya or somebody. He write in 2 pages, but these guys have been doing and all this, and get some information again from the heads. So if head writes, you are clumsy, you sometimes take leaves without notice, hardly come to the faculty, academic freedom is fully enjoyed, but no publication, only predatory publications, only conference papers. So this kind of things happen. Then we refer that matter, we don't get confirmed. Now that is in my regime. So we refer this matter to some people in the council to look at it. So this sort of things happening. I'm not frightening. So I'm just telling these 6 people are not checking the your certificate. So they really want to go through what you have been doing all 6, 7, 8 years. Right? Every single year, every single semester, what you have been doing, it should be there. Either you produce or head produce or dean produce, and they have to justify your worth of keeping in the university till 65. So this is a job of the 6 gentlemen sitting on the selection board. Normally they don't call you for interview, but if there is something to clarify, they'll call for interview. Okay. So this 721 circular is very old one. It's 1997. So I'll come to those circular later. This Senate appointed panel go through a supported organ. No, this is not necessary. So senior lecture grade 1. So grade 1 I am talking. So report panel goes to, even the panel report also sometimes embarrassing. They write only one word, good, bad, things like that. So don't worry about these things. Committee recommend to the council and council look at these things. Okay. Okay. Let me go to this June 14 circular 2006. Okay. Okay. Non-medical. So now we go to the technical part. This is a minimum requirements. Today the European soccer championship start. European. Huh? So for that there is a qualifying. So you need to be qualifying. Okay. Okay. First, before coming to the circular, some people are, these circulars are on operational irrespective of the candidate. These are universal circular. So it doesn't, circular doesn't go with your appointment dates or your condition. Circular of the date applies to everybody. Whether you are 50 years old or you joined the university in 1940s or 60s or 70s, 80s or 5 years ago or 3 years ago, doesn't matter. First you understand that. People have, you are confusion because your monkey is so weird. You had to, because even tomorrow one circular come, this say, this is rescinded say, then this goes out. But sometimes they give you a grace period. For 3 years, that's also transitional period, so operational. Only the new circular says that only we can do that. Otherwise, the 2016 come, when 2015 circular dies off. Okay? So there are some amendments. So this is the latest, I think. So now I go through. So the number three, the required postgraduate degree is specified in the Commission Circular 11/2015 for recruitment and promotion of the post of lecturer, probationary, this, and confirmation lecturer. For this shall remain as follows. So that remain as follows. So 2015 circular basically retained, right? So again, you see what they say. So you go for, you want a third class compartment or you want to go in the first class compartment? You want to have a first class life or third class life? You see, I am a first class graduate, I am proud about this. Okay, I am not there. Even if you become a lecturer with the second lower, all the students going to say, you are a second lower person. Even one senate, somebody may say one day, when argue, you are a second lower person, shut up. You don't understand the first class problem. You never visited even that compartment. So how can you one day, without doctorate degree, you become a dean or professor with that and all this? How can you become a board of study chairman for a PhD degree program? How can you supervise a PhD man in a university? How can you even comment on a PhD, PhD matters in the Senate? Examiners matters come, some proposal matters come. How can you even tasting without what is that? How can you even contribute to the research grant management? You know, because the research grant come for PhD also. So you become one of the, how you become that? Then it's like the cricket team, sometimes we put them in the fine leg because they can't catch. So we had to hide them. You can't put them into the cover or into the gully. You can put them in the long leg or somewhere in the corner. Somewhere they collect the ball and throw. So you become a peripheral man. You can't be a center. Even some of the appointments, the UGC committees, they ask for people with the PhDs. Even today I got the letter from the energy wind problem in the northern Mannar province. They want expertise from the engineering faculty, at least the doctoral experience. So Vice Chancellor suggests. Vice Chancellor suggests. So if you all with the MBAs and MPhil, then what I can do? I have to say nobody there. So what is the thing about the university? So I need the first class people. That's what they put, doctoral degree in the relevant field. Now it's very easy. Now, our people are giving doctoral degrees. In my time, I don't think in University of Jaffna, the first doctor is Professor Gopalakrishna Iyer. He got the doctorate degree from the Kailanasara Kurukal. Now doctorate degree coming from everywhere. Even people not in their field also are giving. Some people say the thesis are already in the desktop. I don't want to comment about this. But even having all this proliferation, now the doctorate degree very common. I know maybe difficult in the law and certain other areas, but it's very common thing. So why don't you get that? In India, Balachandran says the plenty of scholarships are there. Plenty of scholarships are there. No one applying. The Germany DAT scholarships are there. The European Commission scholarships are there. Even Eastern universities, even our first philosophy professor Krishnaya from Moscow. So yeah, philosophy. So these scholarships are there. Oh, okay, those youngsters, if you want to be a first class compartment, go for IDOT. Okay, otherwise you will be put as a, another. Okay, now go for second one. It's a very confusing one. I'll explain this. A master degree in the relevant field after full-time course of study of at least 12-month duration. The science skill, not for science, for equivalent part-time course of study with a research component by way of thesis. So somebody come with a thesis and they say they had a research component. Okay, forget about this. Now go for third one. Okay, so I'll explain the 2 IDOT later. So third one, the UGC people, they had a drink in the night and they write this in the morning and they leave the job and go. Then, other UGC come. That circular gets changed. It's very confusing. Look at third one, a full-time master degree in the relevant field, a minimum of 18-month duration. There's no part-time here, no equivalent part-time here, right? So this is one better at least. With 60 credits, very nicely said. So 60 credit means almost 2 years you had to study, of which not less than 15 credits of research by way of thesis and dissertation. So that means the quarter amount, 28% is research. Even for that, they collect research methodology, this and that they collect. So 28% of the thing, so your transcript should tell this. So instead of this kind of description of your course should appear in the web. The prospectus of the degree program should appear. Don't bring the letter from the AR saying that this is met. Somebody from India, they bring the letter. I know sometimes they come here and give a letter and go. They have a holiday also. I know some Indian people, they bring this letter from some individuals. No, it should appear in the... No, not letter of department. It should be in the university document. University documents, the public documents appears, the graduate faculty document appears in the web page, appears in the prospectus, where it should appear. Not bringing letter from the head of the department, some retired professors, emeritus, and this is a very important thing. I don't know our vice chancellors consistently follow this. This document, please, Pradip, this is an important thing. This document should appear somewhere in the curriculum. Okay, bring the curriculum, because every undergraduate now, we are giving the curriculum. We are giving the curriculum. The curriculum is set. Curriculum is in the faculty document. So when I finished my degree, I took my syllabus and the curriculum with me to the program, because that is evidence, not by taking letters. So this is important. So 25% should be a research. Okay, if it's so, then go to second. Third class people going to satisfy this. I am going to say third class anyway. Don't worry. I am not undermining anybody. If you want to be third class, be third class. Then I can't say first class. Okay, if the 3 IDOT going to satisfy this, go to 2 IDOT. Then 2 IDOT also should satisfy this. Should be better than that. Hey, this should be better than that. Right? Some people, they come with a master degree, 24 hours duration, full time. Then normally we'll check the transcript. So in the transcript, they have done, third courses up to 60 credits. Then there is no room for research because the fully cramped. Recently in the engineering recruitment, a guy applied for, even day before yesterday, applied for senior lecturer. He said 2 years full-time Thailand masters. Then I checked the Thailand transcript. He learned around 22 credits thought courses. 26 credit only is research. So altogether 48 credits. So 1 year only research, not the 2 years. Because science and engineering, you need a 2 years research. So I will check that. So the second component, you got to have at least quarter. Look at the third one. Should be better than third. So your research, your thesis should be amounting to at least completely thesis, or your thesis credit should be more than 50. More than 15, more than that. Because for 18 months, 50 means for 2 years, it should go around 16, 17, 18. At least 50. But don't make up that with the even honors degree grades, right? So that is a part there. So if you want to go for this kind of thing, it is not for you to interpret. It's a matter of the employer. So a man in the philosophy, the interpretation is given to philosophy head and the dean and the vice chancellor. You cannot compare this with a geography man. Geography people may be not very worried about their department. They are on that style. It does not mean that when you come to confirmation and promotion, it is purely a department business. The professor in the department insists he's going to be normally the Senate nominee. If he's not willing to compromise, then you can't do anything. You can't take logic saying that it is done in law, it is done in management, so do it. No, this kind of lobbying around may not work. Because probation means purely you are under the mercy of the department people. So department dons, even don themselves have no qualification than others you have, then no problem. That's a problem nowadays. They themselves, they are not having a big problem. I don't know. If I am a doctorate, I won't assume head post. I am not a first class. Then how can you be a Sanghakara? How can be you are a, Mahala? Only they lead the team, no. How can you assume the post? Unless how can you sit in a senior lecturer position where a doctorate candidate come for interview? How can you ask questions? How do you know these values? Because you are yourself not exposed to that. No, I'm not making this. I'm not promoting PhD. That's why I'm juniors. And today I'm telling this. How can you evaluate Sanghakara and Ranatunga and Rodash and all these people? There are so many people play cricket in Sri Lanka, but those guys are Ranjan Madugala and these are the people, they are the internationally recognized, the Sunil Gavaskar and these people are in the commentary box now, Brian Lara and Ricky Ponting, and only those people you see in the TV, So how can I put in your face on your university, celebrations? So Mr. and Mrs. coming. No cat. No, I'm not telling this. I'm not blaming this. It is something like, man. Today we celebrate Professor Piris because we know he's one of the elite professor, no? He never practiced law, but he wrote textbook and published papers in such and such journals and things like that. Here, another thing I'm telling, when you come to after 8 years for this kind of professions, you have to produce whatever research you are doing and publishing. Then recently a girl came for kind of course. I told her she has 20 conference papers, no single journal paper. So what is the point in going for 20 conference paper without a single journal paper? So keep on publishing abstract all your life. So one day you will have 100 conference papers, no journal paper. So the norm is, if you have 10 conference paper, out of 10 conference paper, at least one journal paper should come. After 10 abstract, one full paper come. After say 5 full paper, one journal paper come. Otherwise, you are lopsided. You are just going around, horizontal development, your body. It's not vertical development. Because in university, we are supposed to create knowledge. So create knowledge is not dissemination of knowledge. Conference are dissemination of knowledge. It's not the rigorously peer evaluate. I know. So you evaluate within 2 months 250 papers, and you say we are proudly announced that 300 papers arrived, and we have dismissed 50, and you have evaluated 150 or 200 and publishing it. Even evaluating 150 is a Guinness record. You can't evaluate one paper, two paper within a month. So conference papers and this conference is a dissemination of knowledge. So really, in every field, there are reasonably good journals, allied journals, top journals. At least you should go there. I know people go to Singapore and people go to Paris, people go to Moscow for various, Tokyo for various reasons. They're top cities in the world. And to see, say, Melbourne, to see their places. Similarly, at least whether you become successful or not, at least putting a paper and trying there and getting their comments and see the pain involved in for going for those kind of endeavor, it gives you an experience. Otherwise, what will happen? Fake publication, you know what happened in some faculties. They simply went on like a frying eggs, they publish. So these are the things. So these are three things. You have, when you have qualification, you can apply for it. So you had to submit your portfolio. And this is the thing. Then you go to the second in science degree, this is a doctoral degree, again doctoral degree, or a master degree is a relevant full time with a 12 months duration. So here again I tell you, here the 12-month duration means one of the member in my department, once upon a time, huh?
24.
Science 24.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 years.
There is
okay.
no part.
This description also should appear in the prospectus, in the curriculum. So what happened because this 20 months does not relevant to your effective date degree. This 20 months is not relevant to your. These 20 months should appear in the curriculum of the degree. So don't bring letter. You know, I did 24 months and the supervisor also will support this. Okay. So now number 4 is not your business. It's not your business. I know Thasarathan Geography keep on writing to me. Number 4 is nothing to do with you. Who write to UGC? Only Vice Chancellor write to UGC. It's not you. Who get the approval from the UGC? The Vice Chancellor get the approval from the UGC. In what circumstances? Because you are very pretty and very nice and you are bringing a nice lunch and dinner to the dean and head. Oh, you are wonderfully running around the faculty and doing a lot of work. Huh? Very stylish, or very English is very good, very eloquent English spoken. Maybe every in a conference you are the host. Sometimes you are announcer, sometimes you are a host, very intelligent. No. So why do you worry about 4? It is a university business. How this happened? Okay, you may wonder why this happened. Say one artificial intelligence course is Moratuwa starting. Okay, Department of Artificial Intelligence, nowhere in the country. Now it's a new course. Okay, some course, say in, Pradeep Nath department, there's a course starting. Okay, some department of conflict resolution. So far, no degrees available in the country. No degrees available in the country. Only one man come after doing the conflict resolution in Harvard. Okay? No conflict resolution degree in this country, say. No artificial intelligence degree in the country, say. Not yet. Like a new, say, computer cyber security or new domain, analytic computing. This vast data computing. Vast data, plenty, data mining. Only Charles says a guy coming from America with the masters because a new domain. So We write to UGC, we want to keep this man. Okay, we can't get him done for MPhil or PhD immediately. So let us confirm him. Let us confirm him, not promotion. Okay, let him wait for some time, get this degree program get evolved and get him get the master's PhD later. But as a promise, want to keep him, it's a new allied course, right? We writes. So what the bloody yoga, why do you read this number 5? You shouldn't read this. It's not my business. So yesterday I recruited somebody for mechanical and process engineering. Nobody there in the country for some kind of process engineering. So a guy from Singapore come. So maybe I had to write to UGC, please confirm him. And because I need to retain this man, Majuran, somebody, because it's some sort of allied new domain. So now in the civil engineering, and in the case here or not, there are some microbiological tactics they are using to, this crack remedial measures. So it's a microbiology and civil engineering mixing up. A new guy coming with the masters, no PhDs, no MScs yet available. So in those cases, the selection board decide, the department decide, the vice chancellor decide, the dean decide to write to UGC. No one can write to UGC. Then it's a very special privilege. Very special privilege. So that is not your business. Then number 6 is this about this ransom period. Yeah. And also, number 5 illa vaarala promote panna vendamnu solranga. Promote panni vida danger. And avare naanga masters oda promote panni vida mattachana ellam chattam podum. Thangade seniority parandadu. So confirmation no harm. You just stay. That means you are the probationary period lifted. That's all. No other benefit. No other benefit. Only the salary scale. We give a transitional scale. Okay. So these are the things. So I think you should endeavor to have the best of best accumulation of degree. Even now, PhD in many fields are become a very ordinary thing. But recently, with the MBA become a sufficient qualification for confirmation promotion, it's a fraud. I tell you. Then the Professor Gunaratna and all these people, first time they introduced this MBA program in, MBA program in Colombo University, right? First time they introduced in 1990s, the beginning of 1990s, or maybe in the mid of 1990s, they encouraged, to get, the money-making postgraduate program came, then Sri Yatana followed. So what they did, they just to keep their own probation lecturers and other lecturers from other universities to be their targets, population. So they are very highly influential people. They made the UGC saying that MBA is enough for them to confirm retaining. Now they are thinking seriously because now MBA become everywhere. Even anywhere. So here I am telling you, arts people, when you go to postgraduate 2-year program, say, but Charles has come. So what I am saying is, in Peradeniya University, they don't have a sound computer science department because Postgraduate Institute of Science is one of the national entity attached to Peradeniya University. They conduct master programs. So what they do, they do conduct 18 months to 2 years because according to circular, they change the duration also. Those master programs are even applied statistics program, they do in the up to MSc level, they are not very sound because that can be done by anybody. So this called a conversion programs. Because one maths graduate become a computer scientist doing that masters. You don't need to have a first degree in masters. But first degree, honors degree 4 years, plus that master should lead to somewhere in another higher level. But there, the student, they only say they get some research experience only. Otherwise, what they learn is more or less same. Not much. These are called conversion degrees. So the Kelaniya University MA degrees in linguistics, our linguist honors graduate goes and wasting time. The conversion degrees. Don't go to conversion degrees. Before going there, you check it. What is the eligibility for this? So whatever the postgraduate degree you are going, you should see that your eligibility is the first degree with the special degree with the honors. At least. If anybody general degree or other discipline guys coming for your degree program means you are going to waste your time.
Sure.
So for example, masters in what is your GIS or whatever. If a geography honors graduates are trained, okay. Or some engineers are trained, okay. If anybody can come and do, surveyors come, that guy come, this guy come, all sort of people are come means, then academically it won't be very sound. So that's a very important. That's what now we are very careful. There is a circular sent to you, internal circular. Whatever the degree program you are doing and you are trying to do should be informed to the university first. So get the prior approval. Here some contradiction come because before even recruited, they have embarked on some graduate degree program in the University of Jaffna in the history, geography and certain areas. Now we are sorting out that. We have a lot of problem, but individually we are tackling. Even we have a fight. Again, I am telling the junior people, as these young people in the academic life, your career actually go for the first choice PhD. Otherwise, at least do MPhil with the requirements as your first degree should be requirements for that, not for conversion MAs. Conversion MScs, please don't go to that. And more than that, your individual career is actually determined during the probationary period by your department and the faculty and the vice chancellor. Don't quote parallel with that place, this place, and somewhere done earlier like this 1 year MA was enough. Now why this and so on? Please don't go for that. Okay, now let me open up this for your question if you want.